What's up everyone, and today I'm going to review the film Citizen Kane. The story follows and is about a man called Charles Foster Kane. In 1871, after a gold mine is discovered on Charles's mother's property, Kane's mother, Mary Kane, sends Charles away to live with Thatcher so that he would be properly educated. After being educated and gaining control over his trust funds, he takes control of the New York Enquirer. It is then when he rose to power. After rising to power, he decided to give politics a try, however failed due to his reputation being tarnished because of an affair. At the end of his life, Charles built a pleasure home named Xanadu, where he lived out the rest of his life and died there, uttering the final words, Rosebud. The film revolves around his final word, Rosebud. What exactly did that word mean? Remember, this is not an ordinary man. This is a man who had achieved immense wealth, power, and had also received his fair share of backlash and hate. However, as his final word, he did not address any of this. It was just a simple word, Rosebud. The entire plot that I discussed was shown in the film in the first 30 minutes or less. The viewers were presented with all the clues, yet the word Rosebud barely comes to our attention. We don't think about what it meant, we are drawn by the subplot, the narrative, and the life of Charles Foster Kane. This is thanks to the excellent performance, but even more so is because of the love and care Orson Welles put into the film. Every setting, every camera angle, the non-linear approach to the narrative did not feel like the 1940s. It felt like something that could have been released now, minus the technical difference, of course. Innovative is a word that always comes to my mind when discussing this film. However, this film is not without its drawbacks either. Like most other films released back in the day, the performance can feel a bit choppy. The film is in no way badly acted. In fact, I praised about the performances before. But for example, Dorothy Comingore still had the acting that was very usual in that age, something that feels a bit outdated today, that over-the-top acting. Remember, this is just me nitpicking, released in the 1940s, yet I'm still saying it feels only a bit outdated. That in itself is a big achievement. The reason I'm nitpicking is because Citizen Kane is referred to as one of the greatest films of all time. One would expect a film that is this raved about to be perfect, for the most part it is. However, in the recent generation there is a split of opinion about this film. It has been hyped to the max, raved about, and so many people have this expectation to be absolutely blown away. However, upon seeing it, it just appears to be a really good film. Now think back and understand you're calling a film released in 1941 a very good film by today's standard. Now think about this film in 1941. It is leaps and bounds ahead and is immensely influential. Then you begin to care for the film and take the film for what it is and start to analyze it now. Now you understand why the film is so good and is referred to as one of the best. I would even say that you don't even love film if you haven't watched Citizen Kane. It is a film that I can talk for days in and out. However, that will not be doing any justice to the film. And that is for obvious reason. It is something that you must see to experience. Whether you like it or not, I strongly suggest to give it a try. Try to give this movie a try for what it is and you'll be pretty darned entertained for sure. The cinematography, the sound, and everything else is excellent and will not feel outdated. So you have no need to worry about that. I gave Citizen Kane an A+, a rating that will be very rarely given, as you will learn in the future.